Hi everyone, welcome to the Free the Voice, Transform Your Life workshop. I thank you for being here. I value your time and I also value my own time. So I'm really grateful for you being here. My name is Julia Williamson and I'm the founder of Sing to Thrive and the creator of the Sing to Thrive method. And in this event, I really want to share with you what has evolved for me over the last 20 years with doing this work, not only through healing myself, but I've worked with thousands of people now and really seen massive benefits in using this method. And I'm happy to say that I've worked with Bruce Lipton and his wife. They endorse our music. And I've just been collaborating with Jonathan Goldman and learning more about the work he's been doing. And his research really supports the work we're doing here at Sing to Thrive, which is exciting. So thank you for being here. I'm going to share screen now. Alrighty, welcome, welcome, welcome. So in this workshop, we're going to look at really tangible tools that are going to help you to reclaim your joy and regulate your nervous system, improve your health throughout your bodies, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual, and how to speed up conscious manifestation and really get in alignment with what you truly want to create. Understanding that we are all a product of our beliefs, and this is at the foundation and the basis of the work that I'm doing, because your belief systems are affecting your nervous system. It's affecting your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health. And it's affecting the way you manifest. What we believe will affect the filters we perceive through. And so the important work that we all need to be doing at the moment is working on our belief systems and understanding fundamentally that we are all energy. Everything is energy. On a molecular level, when you put us under a microscope, we are 50 trillion cells spinning. And we are magnetic and electrical beings. And when you start to understand this and realize that the one thing that we can use to magnify energy is sound. Energy creates shapes. So every word we utter, every thought we think, everything's creating an energy shape. So you can really step more into your power by becoming very aware of the words you speak and using your voice more to magnify your energy and really look at rewiring your limiting beliefs, because that's the science behind what we're doing. Now, the world is changing at lightning speed, and I know pretty much everyone that's come on this live call knows that. We've got lots of stuff going on in the world, and our job is to not get caught up in the fear. We need to be functioning with love consciousness, because there's only two ways to be in this world. If you really break it down and keep it simple, we're either functioning from a fear-based belief or a love-based belief. So when we observe ourselves reacting to something that's either judgment, fear, something that is contracting us, it's not about beating ourselves up. It's really about sitting with, wow, what is the mirror here? What am I telling myself in this moment? Why have I attracted this into my life? And looking at ways of healing that, doing the work on shifting that limiting belief. Now, the thing is, we are all full of so many limiting beliefs, because that critical period from like birth till 2, our brain is highly receptive state. And it doesn't matter what's going on around us, we are creating a new neural pathway. And that's why you see kids that are around multilingual families, they'll easily pick up another language because they're hearing it and it's just creating a pathway. So the body's highly intelligent. It knows, all right, let's just get these into two. That way we know how to use our arms and legs. We know how to get up and walk. We know we're creating pathways for everything. We're also taking on limiting beliefs from our parents. We've got ancestral stuff going on with all of that. And these limiting belief systems are the number one factor that are causing ongoing harm. I have direct experiences where I've cleared a limiting belief. I have tangibly felt, had an experience with my thyroid, tangibly felt this tingling happen when I did this release, and everything got better. My thyroid, I haven't had issues since. Everything's tied in with our limiting beliefs. So when we can recognize what we're functioning from, where is this coming from? What's the mirror? What is my world showing me? Am I functioning from life is hard? I'm not lovable. Nobody listens to me. And when we have these thoughts, what to do there is to think to yourself, okay, if no one's listening to me, the mirror is, where am I not listening to me? Because this is where we need to be doing our work. So if we have a belief around thinking I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not safe in the world, we're telling ourselves these things, and then we're perceiving through those filters, and the world will mirror back to you that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that the world's not safe, because they're the filters we're perceiving through, and our limiting beliefs will affect every area of our lives. So this is where I spent a large portion of my childhood, down in this survival paradigm. There was a lot of shame and guilt going on for me, and a lot of anger. And you can see how low those numbers are. And these are actual measures of our energetic state when we are in these emotional states, right? Or our energetic log, I should say, in these emotional states. So you really want to be hanging out up here. And the one thing that can get us up there quickly is singing. And things like humming and movement and dance. And it really is about us creating habits. So we're about to do a little activity now of humming, vocal toning with color and sound. But before we do, I just want to share the science-backed benefits. And for those of you that are already working with me on the hub, this is what you're doing. You're increasing oxygen in the cells. You're lowering your blood pressure and heart rate. You're increasing levels of melatonin. You're reducing levels of stress. You release endorphins, self-created opiates that work as natural pain relievers. You release oxytocin, which is the trust hormone. And one of the big ones that we're doing when we hum, and this is humming more so than omming apparently, because I've just did a podcast with Jonathan Goldman and he was explaining me the science behind it. And the hum is taking that deep, relaxed breath and sending the sound up into the face and the chamber of the head with your lips together and your teeth apart. So everything's soft, right? So it's and when we do this, we're creating nitric oxide in this area. And they call this the healing molecule. And it's because the nitric oxide helps to relieve inflammation. So if you hum from 3 to 5 minutes, you're literally creating nitric oxide throughout your body. And this is helping with inflammation. So I would be saying to anyone that's got pain going on in the body to hum more. Hum while you're washing up, hum while you're walking, just hum while you're doing stuff, because you can see now why. It's the body's natural way of relaxing its nervous system and bringing us back into balance and creating things like nitric oxide. Increases heart rate variability, produces a sonic massage for all the organ systems, and massages the vagus nerve. When it massages the vagus nerve, what it's doing is it's activating the parasympathetic. And what that does is it switches off fight or flight and puts us into calm. So if you've got a situation where, like Sue, you've just had that operation, right? And the system's already in stress. So humming is such a great way to relax your nervous system, because when you're relaxed, the body can go into homeostasis and healing. When we're not relaxed, we can be in fight or flight. The body is not in healing mode. And I spent a huge portion of my life in fight or flight and burning out my adrenals and my nervous system. And so look at that list, and that's not even everything from humming. Like, seriously, this is how simple it is for us to bring ourselves back into balance. Now, this is chromotherapy when you work with color. And I'm wearing this blue jacket because I wanted to wear that tonight because it makes me feel good. It lifts my energy. Different colors affect us in different ways. And becoming more conscious of that and choosing colors to suit where you're at and just say you're having trouble expressing yourself, blue's a really great color to be wearing more of. Just say you want to stand in your power more. The frequency of red is really good for that. Now, there's science to back this up. And when you work with color, if you had color therapy somewhere, you could be in a colorful room. They use light because color is measured as a light frequency, right? But we can use it on the physical. We can wear it as clothing. You can have it around your house. If you wanted to bring the frequency of color into your home, you can buy pieces of, I've done this before, where you can buy colored cardboard and tape that under a table, tape it behind a picture frame. You're bringing in the energy of that into your space. You get it? Because every room in your house has got a vortex. It's a field of energy. And you might want to bring in certain colors, and maybe they don't really match what you've got in there, but you want that frequency in there. That's a way of doing it. Putting a block color behind a picture frame or whatever. So the thing about color, it stimulates the endocrine system and helps with glandular balance. It enhances mood by influencing neurochemical responses, supports organ vitality through color frequency resonance. It regulates our sleep, energy, and digestion via light sensitive cells through the eyes, okay? Through the eyes. Reduces inflammation and pain sensitivity. Assists chakra alignment and subtle energy flow. So the chakras are our energy, part of our energy body. The aura, the biofield, what science is calling it now. It calms or energizes the nervous system depending on the hue. So if you wanted to calm, cooling colors are like blue and pinks. But energizing would be something like reds and yellows and oranges, right? It can amplify visual focus and mental presence and promote emotional clarity and energetic balance. And I've had real tangible experiences of putting on a color, just preparing my energy and going, okay, wow, I'm really feeling so much better now. Like I've gotten out of my daggy morning gear, whatever, I've been in my pajamas, and then I've got myself ready, put on the light, and I'm like, wow, I actually feel really different now. And it's amazing to be aware of that when you're doing it. Now, the other thing that we're doing in this next activity is sound. And sound synchronizes our brainwave activity and helps with deep focus and relaxation. It induces the alpha and theta states to reduce mental overactivity. It lowers cortisol and adrenaline levels and improves memory, cognition, and mental clarity. It increases neuroplasticity, rewiring for positive thought patterns. stimulates the auditory cortex and limbic system, enhances sleep quality and circadian rhythm regulation, shifts emotional state through rhythmic entrainment, and creates coherence between the heart and the brain. So between humming, colour, music and sound, there is not a lot that you can't heal. And I mean that truly from my heart. We have got everything we need inside us to heal. Our biggest problems as humans is believing in ourselves enough that we can do that. And so training the body, training yourself is key. So I'm going to run you through a colour and sound activity now. So I'm inviting everyone, let's have a drink of water before we start this. And I thought I'd run you through the extended version. So it goes for 10 minutes. All you need to do is with a relaxed, soft focus on the screen, because you're allowing the color red to work its way through the light receptors in the eye. And that's then having an effect on your body. You will be humming during this activity. All you need to do is breathe deeply down into the belly. You're sending the sound into the face and the head with your lips gently together and your teeth apart. There's nothing hard about this. We're humming. And then the sound that you're hearing is the C note. And red with C note creates a frequency that is specific for our blood and for back issues. So on the physical and on the emotional, it helps us to get grounded and connect to our self-power. So I'm inviting you all to sit up straight. Sitting up straight, there's nothing you have to do now other than gently focus on the screen and hum along. Juliana, can you just give me a thumbs up? Am I just in the corner?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. Right, let's get started. Try not to close your eyes until you're instructed to. Stay with focusing on the colour. Ready? Let's begin. Stop humming with closed eyes. Focus on expanding red throughout the body. Do this until you hear the sounds of nature. Then open your eyes. Speaking it out loud. I am energetic, grounded, powerful and vibrant. I am energetic, grounded, powerful and vibrant. I'm energetic, grounded, powerful and vibrant. Come on, baby, walk with me. A precious gift is under our feet. Step outside and you will see. Nature is life's master key. But where has everybody gone? We're living on our phones. We're trying to belong to a world with no real home. The surf is up, the tide is high. I'm trekking up a mountainside, moonlit fire by starry nights. I'm letting spirit be my guide. But where has everybody gone? We're living on our phones. We're trying to belong to a world with no real home. No, let's lift up our eyes. The world is big and wide. Our home is all around. Not up there in the cloud. Not up there in the cloud. Come on, baby, walk with me. A precious gift. And just closing the eyes, going within, and noticing how you're feeling. And taking a deep breath, sitting up a little bit taller. And I want you to see yourself in your favorite place, whether that's the beach or the mountain or your garden or the park, wherever it is for you. And feel yourself strong, standing in your power, in thriving health, Feel your cells exploding with life. In that short amount of time, you've rejuvenated your blood, you've oxygenated yourself more, you've created more nitric oxide to reduce inflammation, all from humming, looking at colour, listening to sound, getting up and doing some movement. Really simple healing tools for us to be using. And they may be simple, but they're potent. And so as you stand in your favourite place, get a feeling of what it would be like to be truly vibrant and energetic and healthy. And that is your job, to hold that vision. Because you're creating your heart's template. And that's igniting the mirror neurons in the gut, the heart, and the brain. And when we hold that vision of ourselves being healthy and strong, we will attract to us things that will help us become that. Everything in the universe is always coagulating with the field and coming into alignment with what we're projecting into it through consciousness, through our heartfelt intention. So keep seeing yourself strong and healthy and freely expressed, fully expressed. And when you're ready, gently open the eyes and have a drink of water. And that leads us into our next activity. So remember how I spoke about everything as a manifestation of our belief systems. We're consciousness, and it's our limiting beliefs that cause us pain. And if we think something limiting for too long, it will manifest on the physical. And so the mantra, I gently release everything that no longer serves me, is really powerful. Gently is a really important word to be using when we're healing. I learnt this the hard way, because you really don't want everything coming up at once, because it just becomes one great big healing crisis. And we want to be able to function. And at the moment, because there's so much chaos in the world, we need to be able to regulate ourselves, regulate our emotions, regulate our nervous system. And one of the quickest ways to do that, again, is your voice. So humming is one way, and colour, like I've just shown you. But there's also singing mantras. So this is a really great one that you can use at any stage of just singing, I gently release. So I gently release everything that no longer serves me, other words. And is everyone happy with that? Would you like me to put the words on the screen? Would that be easier for you? It's pretty simple. It's a one-liner. I've got lots of one-liners. And that's the best part, because they're easy for the brain to hook onto, and it creates a loop in the brain, and you'll wake up out of a deep sleep and you'll have this loop happening. And guess what? That loop is communicating with every cell in your body, because when we speak these things, we're actually commanding our cells. We're directing the cells through our words. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. And so the body is always paying attention to what's going on. That's why it's important to clear subconscious programming. So this goes, and just give me a thumbs up that you can hear me properly. I gently release serves me, I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. Be standing in your favorite place, going within and feeling yourself in vibrant health, releasing everything that no longer serves you. Hold that image and feel the feeling of gratitude for your vibrant health. Feel the joy of being alive, of having energy, of being creative, of connecting with other beautiful souls on this beautiful planet that we live on, in this multi-dimensional reality. Feel yourself creating your best life, releasing all the fear, knowing that where you put your focus and your attention is what will manifest in your world. Not buying into the fear and trusting that we are all aspects of God and that we are all held in reverence in this beautiful energy. And when we focus on the light and we focus on God, Source, whatever you want to call it, we are adding to the pool of light, to the pool of love. And this is our most important work, to stay in this high vibrational state of love, compassion, fun, adventure, abundance. There's no such thing as scarcity. There is always more, and there is always enough. Again, feel the gratitude for your abundant life and your thriving health. Feel it as true. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I gently release everything that no longer serves me. I am healthy, I am strong, I am vibrant, I am vital. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. So be it. It is done. And notice how you're feeling. And compare it to before. Become aware of your biofield, which is your aura, your energy body. I always find it the easiest to feel the energy that's coming off my arms. And then that helps me become aware of my entire field. When I stay with my focus gently there, it's like the sun rising. You just have to give it time, and all of a sudden it's in your full awareness. And this is how we keep ourselves in a high vibrational state. And when you're ready, gently opening the eyes. Having another drink of water. When you're doing this light work, the water is really important. And how's everyone feeling? Can you feel that in your heart? Like just more peace and joy and yeah. It's like everything just relaxes open that little bit more. Yeah, beautiful. That's it, stay chilled out. Now I did want to just quickly show you these images in case you haven't seen them before of what we just did. Now can you see that the before, see these are my blood cells actually. Can you see the picture of before and the bloods, the the blood cells aren't separated. So there's a real zoomed in shot, and there's a little bit of roulette there where they're coining. And then I did that red colour and sound that we just experienced before, a shorter version. That was a 10-minute version with 5 minutes of humming. The one that I did in this live blood analysis with someone that's been testing live bloods for more than 25 years, very qualified. We did 3 minutes of humming and we used the chromotherapy within that. It was a 7-minute activity. Look at the difference in my blood cells. And I wanted to share that to show you, and I've got other blood cells from other live blood analysis practitioners that have been doing the work for more than 30 years. It took me a while to get him to do the test because he really didn't think it was going to do much. He was really shocked. He did it on himself. So he took his own blood and then looked at the results after doing the test and was really blown away. So all of those images and videos are on the website if you want to look at that further, but look at the difference. Now, why this is important is because your capillaries can only accept one red blood cell at a time. Did you know that? So when our cells are coined to, I didn't know that either. When our cells are coined together like this, we don't get blood flow to our extremities. So we might get cold hands, cold feet. And this does happen when we suffer from trauma. So I had a direct experience of this when I had full recall on an event that happened to me of abuse when I was a child. I had full recall in a dream. When I came out of that and I sat up and I placed, and I already knew this phenomenon when we clear stuff that the body releases and you can get a huge rush of blood to the extremities, because when we have had trauma, we contract. I literally felt the blood flowing to my hands and feet, and I always suffered from cold hands and feet. And not anymore. I do have cayenne pepper in my diet, which is very important, and cinnamon every day. It goes into my cacao, my little addiction. But that's what you do with humming and with singing. This is what you're doing to your blood. And as we all know at the moment, there's a lot of toxins in our environment and our blood needs support. So just simply humming and singing is such a potent way of helping you to clear or to improve your blood. Now, let's just have a quick look. We've got a little bit of time left and I would like to share, hopefully this is what I want to share. Let's go forward. So again, understanding that that our brain can change itself, and when the reward centers in the brain are triggered, we can remap our brain within 21 days. Now, what you just sang then, I gently release everything that no longer serves me, that would get wired in. Now imagine singing, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough. We call that, it's neuroplasticity. Why does singing work so effectively? Because it naturally triggers the production of feel-good chemicals. Oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. And what do these do? They help to create a sheath around the new neural pathway that you're singing about. So if you're singing something like, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough, you are creating a new neural pathway for that, what you're singing about. And maybe you're singing something like, life is easy and joyful, I prosper at every turn. Those of us that have got the script that life is hard, that is a really potent little one-liner that you can add to your repertoire. I grew up with that feeling that there was not enough, the lack script. Life is hard and it's a struggle and you have to work hard. These one-liners help to rewire and fully remap your brain, and you're absolutely doing that in as little as 21 days. Science is there to back that up. So there's that mantra there, the I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough. And with everything we do in the Sing to Thrive method, we are always adding in harmonies, because part of what we're doing is helping you to improve your singing. So we add in, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough, I am enough, I earn enough, I live enough, I am enough. Sing that often enough and you are creating a loop in your brain, and you're creating a new neural pathway. And with Dr. Norman Doidge's work, and there's so much more work now since he wrote his book, that it really takes in as little as 21 days to remap these pathways, to consolidate them permanently. Now, the other big thing that I wanted to share just quickly is that Bruce Lipton is using our music for his events. Margaret sang with me many years ago in 2012 at the Uplift Festival, and they love our work and they endorse our work. And what Bruce is saying here is so vitally important, and what I'm teaching you now is to fully thrive, we must not only eliminate the stresses, and I think everyone knows what that means, I don't have to explain that, but also actively seek joyful, loving, fulfilling lives that stimulate new brain growth processes. This is what's important. And this is where singing becomes really simple. You can be singing every day, humming every day, creating more joy through what that does, because it's creating the happy, feel-good hormones in the body. And then you're rewiring in a new way of thinking. I am lovable. I can do it. I am important. Life is easy, and I am worthy, and I am safe, because they are some of the top scripts that all of us have. And this is like a positive opposite. So if you are someone that feels like you're not enough, you would be singing to yourself, I am enough. I am way enough. I am good enough. I am more than enough. If you grew up feeling like you weren't lovable, then that's your positive opposite. I am lovable. And the I am is a word key. And if you know anything about Greg Braden's work, you'll understand that these are powerful instructions that are commanding the cells. So all of your 50 trillion or more cells, right? They're like little soldiers, just waiting there for their instructions from you. And your instructions are coming from your subconscious programming and your conscious intention. This is conscious intention work, where you're choosing to create positive change in your life. So if you're someone that's growing up like I was, not feeling safe in the world, then you would be creating a positive opposite of I am safe. I am safe. And maybe you felt safe in the world, but you didn't really feel safe to express your truth because it was met with confrontation, or met with, someone did not want to hear what you had to say to them. So then you maybe didn't feel safe to express yourself. So again, I am safe to express my truth, because the biggest thing that I've learned with work that I've been doing for the last 25 years is when we express ourselves authentically, remember that map I showed you before, the energetic log? Authenticity measures higher than love. That frequency is healing your cells. Now, the other big thing I learned was when I stepped fully into my purpose and my work, which really is, everyone's purpose is to find joy and to be love, and and it's self-love on every level, accepting self on every level, right? Because we're all here growing and learning. But when we fully step into something and we feel like we're aligned with a purpose, that's when my health really turned around. And that is really one of my messages here for people, because for those of you, there's a few of you on this call that I know are in the hub. This is what we're doing. We're working on our belief system. We're creating new habits that determine our decisions and choices, which manifests a reality. So we need to start making conscious choices around what type of reality do I want to create. And that's the work we're doing. And I want to give you some reasons to sing more every day, and to not think, oh, I couldn't be bothered singing, but to be, I am singing today because I know this is what it's doing. It's lighting up both left and right hemispheres of the brain. It's giving you a complete brain workout, keeping your brain young. My dad's 94 and he is still fully with it. His body's just starting to let him down a bit, but his mind is so good. And I know it's from singing, and he looks so young. He's definitely got the youth and vitality gene switched on from singing. It suppresses the activity of the amygdala. Now, this is like ground control for fear and anxiety. I wonder what we would be fearful about right now with everything going on in the world. If you have got a propensity to go down a rabbit hole and to be drawn into something that's on mainstream media, you need to be singing yourself into joy and really stop watching that stuff, because this is how you're going to be able to regulate your emotions and create a different reality. Did you know you can't feel fear when you are inspired? So sing something inspirational and you won't feel fear. And honestly, I can see those of you on this call, I know that most of you know this, right? And I know, like Selena, I know what you're doing out in the world. You're really trying to make a difference. This is about us communicating this to other people. When people are in fear, say to them, try humming, try singing, just pass on these simple tools, because this is part of the revolution for all of us, coming together as a tribe and using our voices and uniting our hearts, because nothing, no frequency can harm us when we're in heart-brain coherence and we're in that high vibrational state of love. Because the biggest attack on us at the moment is frequency, and it's affecting our biofield. How do we counter that? Through our voice, our own personal voice, our own sound. This is how you strengthen your biofield, which is your largest organ for your immune system. Your biofield is your largest organ for your immune system. It is one of the most important. Now, I learned that years ago from Maggie Lamman, and I never really understood it. But the science is out on that now, and I get it. Because our physical body is taking its instructions from our light body, which is what we call it in my work. But look, the light body is the energy body. It's the biofield. So it's important that we are giving it inspiration, because that shuts down the amygdala, and we can't feel fear when we're doing that. Again, singing massages the vagus nerve, just like humming does, takes us out of fight or flight and calms us. It helps with all of our digestion. Now, I just want you to look at this metaphysically. If you've got gut issues, you're not assimilating life. You're not digesting life, right? Because it's a mirror. So we need to look at, well, what am I not assimilating in life? There'll be a fear there. What are we scared of? What's going on for you that's affecting your assimilation? And this is a mirror work, looking at what's going on in my body. Why is that happening? And of course, it's understandable that we've all got gut issues because of the toxins in our food and the toxins in our air, but we can heal that through being careful what we put in our bodies. And that's not just food, that's music, That's toxic friendships, making sure you're hanging out with people that are good for you and that lift you up. We're the sum total of the top 5 people we hang out with. Everything's energy. So I'm teaching you that you have got so much power through using your voice, staying in your authenticity, and using that to self-regulate yourself. And this is the message for anyone that's struggling with depression or anxiety, because singing and humming helps to create the feel-good, happy chemicals in the body. It bonds us through oxytocin. Everyone that's sung in a group knows that feeling. It regulates our breathing and promotes relaxation and helps sleep. This is Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, and she was the one that won a Nobel Prize for discovering telomeres and telomerase. Now, telomerase helps your telomeres to stay. It's like a shoelace with a cap on the end of it. When you lose the cap, what happens to your shoelace? It frays, right? So the telomerase helps to create the cap at the end of our chromosomes. So what does that do? Stops us from aging, because they duplicate, and every time they duplicate, they take a copy of themselves. And if they're fraying, every copy they take is slightly worse. So the more we can keep them strong and healthy, the thing that makes them shorten and fray is stress. The thing that makes them long is joy, pleasure, and meditation. Singing is joyful, keeps you young. Singing and humming will put you in a flow state within minutes. It improves all cognitive skills, learning, language, memory, focus, social skills, emotional expression. We all know what it's like when you're singing a song and you can totally express the emotion in that. It develops your musicality, doesn't matter what age you are. It helps your rhythm and timing, and boosts your confidence, especially if you're someone, and I know the women on this group again, Selena, I see you in this role, really getting up and speaking out and spreading the news, helping people to wake up to the truth of what's going on, realizing their own power and reclaiming their sovereignty, and allowing everyone to be seen and heard, because a lot of us were suppressed and shut down. It opens the heart and the pathways to release pent-up emotions. I've certainly done that plenty of times in the shower. That's my daughter singing in her 10-piece band, and singing is a workout. I used to sing in bands, and oh my gosh, yeah, it's a real workout. It's very bonding. Lifelong happy memories, strengthens the pelvic floor, very important for the women. It has been proven to improve every single neurodegenerative disease. Can you believe that? And yet we still don't hear enough about this out there, which is absolutely outrageous. So again, anyone you see that's struggling, singing, you've seen the blood results. It absolutely supports with detoxification and helps to separate red blood cells. And as we know, song has been used for millennia to pass down ancient knowledge. It's your natural God-given healing tool to keep yourself happy and in a high vibration. And that's important. I realize the time is getting on, so I just want to give you some really key things now. Your voice is your signature tone. Your signature tone heals your body, okay? Your DNA has a signal. It acts as an antenna. Now, this is something that I've read in a book, but I read it after I experienced it and had download. I did a 3-month isolation retreat, and I had this profound experience, and I was shown that our DNA is like little antennas. Now, here's a little activity you can do. If you're trying to make a decision around something, right, and you're trying to choose, oh, do I want to do that or do I want to do that? So what you do is you do that within your mind's eye, your imagination. You imagine yourself doing that. Your body, your antennas go out there into the field, and they bring back information to you. This is our intuition on what is going to happen with that. And then you can change direction and feel into, oh, well, what if I did it that way? And you feel into that. Your DNA is communicating with the field, sending out, imagining that you're doing that and sending back feedback. That's what your intuition is. So you want to be practicing that more. And if you feel like you're cloudy, what do? Hum. You're toning your body up when you do that, because your voice is your signature tone that brings you back to homeostasis and healing. And who knew this? Tibetan monks. The chanting and the humming and the omming that they do, they understand that it activates the original blueprint of our DNA. And I have this on the homepage of my website because it is so important for us to know that this is what we can do with our voice. And of course, it's rewiring the brain. There's the release mantra that we did before. And I'm so excited. I'm doing a podcast with John Stewart Reed. He's the guru of cymatics, and along with Masaru Emoto. And these images are what sound does. These are different notes. And this is another hero of mine, Masaru Emoto, and the work that he's done with water. And there's lots of books and research done on this. And I wanted to share some of these images: love and gratitude, honesty, the love of a husband and wife and happiness, courtesy and hope. They look like diamonds, don't they? This is water of the Bulgan Dam in Korea, before and after prayer. This is in Brazil, before and after prayer, a lake in Brazil. This is Fujiwara Dam, before and after a Buddhist monk's prayer. Wouldn't you like that Buddhist monk praying for you? Look at it. Look at the cemetery there. That's just unbelievable. It's like, oh my gosh. And look at the difference. Now, look at what we all do to ourselves when we beat ourselves up and tell ourselves we can't do something. Now, your body is made up of, well, they say 65%, some say 80%. We are a lot of water. Water is conscious. Veda Austin is doing incredible work on this at the moment. Now, she's been doing it for the last 25, 30 years. It's all coming out now, her work on water and how our thoughts affect every single molecule in our body. Again, I want you to go back to the subconscious programming. It's okay. We all have it. We've all got these limiting beliefs. But this is our work. Rewiring our programming, our limiting beliefs to the I can do it. Because, of course, water makes up such a huge portion of our body, and that's affecting us on a cellular level. So let's just recap. You want to be humming multiple times a day. You want to be wearing, it doesn't have to be bright colors, but just wearing a color that resonates with you so it uplifts you, because color holds a frequency. And remember, color is affecting the receptors in our eyes. So it helps the body. And the other big thing, I'm happy to actually share this when I send out the recording. We came across this fantastic 15-minute video on this gentleman sharing how important the morning sunlight is for our eyes and for our health and for obesity. So if you've got struggles with your weight, get that morning sunshine into your eyes. Get up with that morning sun and get out there in the fresh air and the natural light, because it's having a huge effect on the way your cells communicate with one another. Listen to positive music, sing positive songs, and write positive opposite mantras. Remember, I talked about. So if there's anyone now that wants help with something that's going on in your life and you want to write a positive opposite to it, Now's the time to ask me. We talked about mirror and we talked about conscious creation. So remember, what we're doing here is Greg Braden's work with the mirror neurons in the heart, the brain, and the gut, focusing on what we want to create. We're communicating with the quantum field through that. But actually, what he's showing now is the field is emerging from us, coagulating and mirroring back to us. Holy dooly. Did you hear what I just said then? It still amazes me. This field is emerging from us. So can you realize the importance of what you're focusing on? It is so important to see yourself strong and healthy, abundant, living joyfully, happily, because that's emerging from you. That's emerging. And this is why I'm so passionate about this, because I was doing singing for decades before I realized I could see that it worked, but I never fully understood why. And now I get it, because it's so multifaceted. There's so many layers to this simple thing that we can all do. We've all got access to our voice 24/7, and there's fantastic work being done by the Heart Math Institute, how they're proving that our thoughts affect the global information field, which is the quantum field, the divine matrix, whatever you want to call it. So just recapping, that singing triggers the production of feel-good neurochemicals, instantly lifting your mood. And remember, it's suppressing the amygdala. And when we are inspired, we can't feel fear. And that is very important at the moment, because we do not want to be adding to the pool of fear. We want to be adding to the pool of light. That's our job as light workers, as awakened beings, wanting to become more sovereign and joining together and uniting with humanity, our tribes coming together and building community and waking up and being more light and living in that state of love, because there's only two ways to be in this world. You're either in love or you're in fear. So I'll just quickly spend the next few minutes sharing about our music. Actually, before I do that, was there anyone that wanted help with a mantra or a positive opposite for something that's going on in their life? Because I did just offer that. And if you're talking to me, Jane, I can't hear you. Everyone always has trouble with unmuting. I don't know why Zoom doesn't give us a... Here we go. Does that help?
Yes, thanks, Tina.
Here we are.
Yeah, just wondered, would you give an example of a positive, what was it, a positive opposite?
Positive
mantra,
opposite.
please.
So can you give me something that's going on in life at the moment that you'd like to change?
Yeah, my shoulder is sore, my left shoulder is sore.
So you've got pain.
Yes.
And it's your left shoulder. So
Yeah.
usually metaphysically, left is about the feminine and it is about our inner world, right?
Yeah.
And can often be mother stuff. Ultimately, everything comes back to the self. And so if I was to share something really potent here, it would be, and this helped me enormously when I started my healing journey over 20 years ago. Whatever we believe we didn't get from the mother, that's what we're here to heal within ourselves. As small children, right? And whatever we believe we didn't get from our father, that's what we're here to heal. So, for example, if you had a mother that was strict and couldn't express her feelings and was a bit hard and uncaring, then that's what we're here to learn to give ourselves, to be more flexible, to be softer with ourselves, more compassionate. If we had a parent that was abusive, then we're here to not abuse ourselves. We're here to learn how to set healthy boundaries, how to not be abusive towards ourselves, how to say no. There's many, many layers to that. So with your shoulder, what does the shoulder do? It's shouldering the weight of responsibility, right? So it's understanding that we're all only ever responsible for ourselves,
Yeah.
and letting go of any stuff you've got tied in with that around your mum and maybe your daughters, you being a mother. Are you a mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a
So
grandmother.
just really, that's beautiful. Really sitting with, but again, I would be meditating on, go right into the center point of the pain. I've done this many, 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 many hundreds of times, and it works.
Yeah.
You go into the center point of the pain and you ask it, where did this all begin? And you wait.
Right.
Keep the mind out of it. You don't want to head job this. You want to wait for the body to communicate with you where that is coming from. And it will either, an image will emerge where you'll have a memory, or the psyche will show you a picture. Depends on how safe you feel, and the body will always know. Trust the intelligence of the body to allow it to come up to the surface, and then just keep expressing anything that comes up and use color and sound. And so you can be humming into that, and I'll be making that red color and sound video available on YouTube. Use it every day. I'm hearing 7 days. So just use it every day for 7 days, and then get in touch with me and let me know how it feels, how you're going with it.
Yeah.
Because by sending sound into a pain area, you're basically acknowledging that part of the body. You're saying, hello, I'm here, I'm listening, right? Because there's only ever pain when we're not listening. And then the body can then relax and open up and release whatever's sitting there. And so, yeah, just let me know how you're going in 7 days, because it takes time for these things to unravel.
Yeah.
And as far as a mantra goes, it would be something like, I am pain-free and healthy. Just start with something really simple.
Yeah.
I am pain-free and healthy. And Sue, I'd be saying that for you too, just really, I am pain-free and healthy. My body is healing with ease and grace. It's that just trusting that, because it takes time after you've had an operation or something major like that. It's really hard to say I'm in thriving health when you're not. So you're singing to yourself something like, my body is healing gently every day with ease and grace. If you sit in meditation with what's going on, you will hear the exact word key that is right for your body and your psyche to unravel what's trapped and stuck in your subconscious programming. So, did anyone else? No? Cool. All right, beautiful. Okay, I'll take the next few minutes just to share with you, because we've got a few new things on offer now, and all of the music that evolved over the last 25 years has life-affirming lyrics, all positive, layered with beautiful harmonies to help coach your ear to sing better, but also using frequency to entrain the brain waves into a calmer state. And all of the lyrics are written in such a way to enhance self-awareness, self-esteem, self-confidence, and of course, cultivate your musicality, because we've both been professional singers, myself and my daughter, but our passion is really healing, because my daughter watched me go through clearing some pretty heavy stuff, and she started very young on this healing journey, so that's been really exciting. The Sing to Thrive method that has evolved combines positive psychology with music, singing, and sound. It frees your authentic voice, rewires your mindset for success, and aligns you with your purpose, and allows you to reclaim joy and vibrant health. And honestly, they are the most important things that are going on in our lives. So, and that's just another breakdown of that. It's a joyful path to healing. So how we work with people is, we've got an online school that's for voice activation and deep healing. And we've got amazing activation tools in there, from the Color and Sound series, vocal vision meditations. We've got all the music in there. We've got karaoke, This is all on the Healing Hub, but we've also got live coaching. I do live coaching 2 classes a week. My daughter does 2 classes a week. So the Healing Hub is if you're someone that's self-motivated, and we're on there and we support you. There's a chat function. You can talk to us at any stage. The Healing Hub is a great platform for that. If you're someone that would prefer to just buy a self-paced course or a program, Rewire is an 8-week program that I've designed. I hold your hand through the whole thing. You're doing color and sound. You're doing full vision meditations. You're doing singing. There's health tips in there. So that's a great program to do if you're someone that just wants to buy a one-off course and do that. We've got lots of amazing courses coming soon that again will be self-paced. There's teacher training for those of you that are interested in learning this method and wanting to run singing circles or add that to your current work. You could be a yoga teacher, you could be a breathwork facilitator, you could be someone working in mental health. The singing goes with everything, and it's one of the safest modalities to put with any other modality. We offer one-on-one coaching, and I've got a new program that I'm doing with people. I'll share that with you in a moment. We do in-person events in Byron and in the Sunshine Coast, and we're available if you want to get in touch with me for us to come to your area. If you're, I don't know, Victoria, Adelaide, WA would be good. My son lives over there. I'm happy to come over there. And then we do retreats, and I really want to show you our retreat because I'm very excited about that. That's just some of the amazing testimonials from, by the way, the amazing people that we've got on the hub. I'm just so impressed with the work they're doing. They're the live classes that we do. There's ukulele, there's harmony, there's Rewire the Brain, there's mantra every Monday night, community coaching and healing sessions. And I've spoke about that. So the pricing for the Healing Hub is $97 a month, which if you're someone that is going to use it on a regular basis, it's absolutely gold. It's such brilliant value. Now, I am offering to anyone on this call a 33% major discount because my daughter and I are really wanting to build community. So we're really wanting people to come in and do this work because we know how effective it is. So for $2 a day, quite seriously, you can do amazing work. Now, you won't find this price on the website because this page is hidden. But if you are interested in it, this is the URL you need, singtothrive.com/hub-live. And like I said, if you're someone that's self-motivated and you're willing to get on there, and when you need support, you just reach out. There's a chat function in the hub. We're there to support you literally 24/7, except I do sleep. I like my sleep and I like the beach. This is something that I'm offering people that possibly anyone that's really wanting to put themselves out there in a much quicker way and supercharge. I was doing the Unlock and Thrive program, which was $2,500, but I wanted to come up with something that was more accessible for people. So it's a $297 per month for a minimum of 3 months, and then you can go back to the cheaper rate. But in 3 months, we can really conquer some core limiting beliefs. You get a session per month, and you have to use it within the month because people have a tendency of buying something because we have good intentions, but then we sabotage ourselves by getting busy and then not having time. So I'm not allowing that because I know what it's like, and I've had a pretty tough teacher, and tell you what, I'm so grateful for it because I'm very disciplined now with what I do, and I'm trying to help you create good habits because and shift those limiting beliefs that have been blocking you. So for 3 months, it's $297 a month. You get a session a month. I prescribe for you what you can do, and you get access on the hub. So I'm giving you direction on what to use. So that's what I'm offering. But I did want to share with you this because it's very exciting. I've just got to figure out how to find it now, because I wanted to share with you the sacred sounds journey that we're doing. So if anyone's interested in coming to the UK and doing England and Scotland, visiting sacred sites, I want you to encourage you to go to our YouTube channel, Sing to Thrive, and there is 2 podcasts there with dodgy, and he's like the word alchemist. He talks about the power of words and how to create spells with our words, because our language has been very manipulated. I just did a 3rd interview with him on the weekend, because he is one of the main facilitators, along with myself and my daughter, on this sacred sounds journey. So I'm going to share with you now just quickly, because I realize the time, and we'll just quickly scoot through this. The sacred sounds journey, we will be visiting sacred sites, and we will be sounding, we will be singing, we will be connecting with our ancestors, with the earth, and truly creating portals of healing to help us clear ancestral patterns, to clear energetic blocks, to revitalize our nervous system. You will not come back the same person. And the vast amount of knowledge that Darren has on all of these places we're going to, he's been there already. He has done so much work with people. He's been doing group work for years. He's amazing. This is Fingal's Cave. It's one of the largest natural amphitheaters. Amazing. We're going there. We're running workshops, learning to see again, secret of sounds and spells, connecting with the ancestors. One of the big ones he's doing is vertical sound. It will improve your singing and your vocal toning, but it creates a portal of energy. So you're really learning how to use sound to create healing spaces for yourself. There's Darren there, myself and my daughter. And this is the bargain of the century, this trip. I'm not joking. We've got incredible accommodation. So for 10 days, it's $4,900. And for anyone that wants their own personal room, out of those 10 days, we can do 7 days. There are 3 nights where you'll have to share. Truly, it is going to be life-changing. And I'm so wrapped with what we're able to offer here. So anyway, that is that. And so if you're interested in this incredible journey to all of these incredible places, then send me an email. We can chat on the phone. We can do a Zoom call, whatever. So let's just take a moment. Let's all have a drink of water before we finish. Let's take a moment, close our eyes, go within, take a deep breath, let out a sigh with a hum. And again. And one more. Your voice is your very own God-given healing tool. You are so much more than your body. You truly are God manifest in physical form. You have so much untapped power and potential. And your voice is one of the keys and the gateways to you opening and activating and realizing that. So just remember to hum, sing, write a positive opposite and sing that. Play happy, uplifting music. And know that what I've shared with you is real. It truly works. I've healed insanely, incredibly deep and dark stuff from my life. And I've helped thousands of people. And it's been a really big deal for me to come online and do this. I've been doing it in person for a couple of decades, and I truly am here to help you if you're ready to make the commitment. This is not something where you join and you're forgotten about. This is something where you're actually joining a community and you're getting real support. So I want to thank you for being here. If you've stayed watching this long, well done, because we have gone over time. Thank you for those of you that have stayed on, and I hope that was helpful and worthwhile, and it's really lovely to see you. Thanks for coming on. And any questions that you have, reach out via email, and I'll be sending the recording via email. So if you need to reach me that way, you've got my information. So lots of love. Again, drink a lot more water when you get off this call. Sleep well. Take care. Use your voice. Alrighty. Ciao, everyone.